Hey y'all, this is Coach Keaton Albert. I am the head coach for the '04 white team and the '06 red team. I'm here to give the preseason spiel all over again. To those of you who weren't there at the meetings, if you're out of town or maybe one of the parents, mother or father weren't there, here you go. This is a video. I'm going to put it on YouTube. You'll have access to it so that you can get to know me and get updated with the information, and then you won't feel like you're left out, and we'll all start off on a good note. Also, I will just update you as best I can with what's going on now, as things are currently rolling. I have about 2 pages to go through, so I'll do my best here. If you're going to have any questions or anything like that, feel free to text me, to email me, or call me with those questions, and I'll try to answer those promptly and as thorough as I possibly can. So, without any further ado, I'm just going to jump right in here and get rolling. So, let me introduce myself, as I already did. My name is Coach Keaton. I am one of 6 children. I grew up in Illinois and migrated first south when I went to Indiana Wesleyan University in Marion. I played soccer there. I obtained 2 bachelor degrees, one in psychology and one in Christian ministries. From there, I was recruited by the Railhawks from North Carolina. So after my senior year, I moved down to North Carolina to play with them. I had a contract waiting for me, and when I got there, they found out I had a weak ankle, which kind of messed up the contract a little bit. Wasn't able to sign it, and um, therefore wasn't able to be contracted by Railhawks. However, I did stay on with them the whole year. I trained with them, got to jump into the West Ham United game, which was fantastic. Never been in front of so many people at one time, which is really cool and overwhelming at the same time. From there, I stuck around. Coach Greg Shields, who is the Academy Assistant Director now, brought me in during the time where I didn't have a contract, didn't have money coming in. So he said, "Hey, I have some teams, and are you interested in coaching?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So he got me hooked up with the '03 Orange and the '05 Silver team last year with Castle. So I coached them the whole season, and we had some good growth, some good results. Obviously, some hard times as well, but we managed and we got better through it. And, it was a good year, it was a good journey, and was really exciting just to be with the boys and to be alongside them as we participated in the fall and spring season. So here I am again. I'm staying in North Carolina. As some of you already know, Mrs. Coach, who is Sarah, my fiance, will be married July 23rd in Colorado. That's where she's originally from. And we will move down here after that, probably around August. She'll be August 6th, 5th or 6th, or maybe after that she'll be here with me, and we will start our lives out together in Raleigh. So that's pretty exciting. She might be involved a little bit, so you might be able to see her as the days go on. I don't have any coaching certificates. I mean, unless you consider the E as a coaching certificate. However, I'm working on pursuing those, and hopefully we'll have a D by the end of this year, which is exciting. But in regards to that, I'm not playing soccer right now. I'm just coaching, which is good for me. Got a lot going on. It's good just to settle down and do one thing at a time. I'm really looking forward to this season and excited to be here finally doing these preseason meetings. So, all right, moving on. So we have team camp dates at WRL. I believe they're before August 1st, and I might put my foot in my mouth for this, but I believe they're going to be for the '06 red team will be a Monday through Wednesday or Thursday, and then a Thursday through Saturday for the 04 white, which is end of July, just beginning of August. So, or actually, maybe I had those dates wrong. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I believe for the 06 red, it's going to be Monday 24th through the 27th or 26th, and then the 04 white would be like the 27th through the 29th, something like that. So, but our first practice date is August 9th. I think that's when everything kicks off. Or I'm sorry, August 7th. The week of August 7th is where everything kicks off for training. And then our first game opportunity, our first play date that we can start scheduling games, will be August 19th. So that's for both teams. So there you have that. We will train 3 times a week. It could be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Last year with Castle, they had 2 blocks of training time-wise. So one block was from 4:45 to 6:15. The second block was from 6:30 to 8. I'm not sure if they're going to have that again this time around. I assume they will. I don't think that will change. So that takes care of the training games. All right, tournaments. We will do. I believe we're going to nail down 5 for each team. So for the 06 and the 04s, we'll do 5. I believe we're going to do, and we're working on solidifying this, so I don't want to jump ahead, but for the 06, we're going to do 3 in the fall and 2 in the spring, and for the 04s, we'll do 2 in the fall and then 3 in the spring. And the third one also in the spring includes Kepner for the 04 white. Just to be aware of that, and that will be end of May. I think for the 06 red, like I said, we haven't solidified these yet, but we're probably going to do the Dick's Sporting Goods tournament in Charlotte. That's the August 19th through the 20th. The Greensboro United Labor Day tournament, September 2nd and 3rd in Greensboro, and then the NCFC Junior Showcase November 11th through the 12th in Raleigh. So those are the 3 for the 06, and the 04s. White will do Greensboro, the Labor Day tournament, the same as the U12s, and then we'll also do the NCFC Junior Showcase in Raleigh, November 11th and 12th as well. So that should take care of fall, and that's good enough for the tournaments for now. These tournaments have been put together by our age group director, so we didn't have tons of freedom in choosing what we wanted to do. We really had something we had to work with, a reference and kind of a range of tournaments we had to choose from. So these are good tournaments. They're calculated for our team, and hopefully we'll do well with them. All right, moving on to summer plans. We have training opportunities before the preseason camp, as well as our first training day. These can be done between the windows of July 10th through 13th or July 17th to the 20th. We're actually going to do some for both teams, 2 each, and the only one I can do is July 10th through 13th because I will be gone preparing for my wedding on the second block. So each of these block trainings will be from 5 to 6:30. I'm organizing that right now. I think the 10th and the 12th will be the 06 red from 5:30 to 6:30, and then the 11th and the 13th 04 white from 5:30 to 6:30. Again, working on solidifying that. Hopefully fields will be available, and I'll get you that information when I know it. If you're looking for more training while leading up to preseason and just the season starting, you can look into the peak performance programs. It's on the website. If you go to ncfc.com or however you get there, I usually just type in Castle and it gives me a link to NCFC. main page. But Peak is a training, agility, physical endurance program that helps your son to be more agile, more technical, stronger in the game of soccer. It's good because last year we included it in the training sessions, and the reason why it was good was it helped prepare my players in those areas, and so I didn't really have to worry about training those areas. I had that set for me. I had a practice plan within Peak that I could just run through 30 minutes, each day, and we were all set to go. So, however, if you do want additional training or preseason training, check it out on the website. All right. Moving into coaching style and philosophy. NCFC, we are all about development. We're not about winning. I like to say, hey, it's not about the score on the scoreboard at the end of the game. What it really comes down to is, did we do the things we were working on in training in the game? That's how I will be evaluating each game. Obviously, don't get me wrong. I'm a competitor. I love to win. However, I love winning the right way. Plus, U12s and U14s, they're 12 and 14, right? It's not the World Cup. It's not the end of the world. We're going to lose games, and that's okay. We're going to win games, and that's great. We're going to tie games, and that's okay. It really depends on what we're doing in training and what we're developing these kids to be able to do down the road. Are they doing it? Are they getting it? Are they able to do it at high intensity, within the game? If we lose every game this season for both teams, but we do the things that we're working on in training, and X player starts here and then all of a sudden he's way up here on his new skill level, I did my job, and I'm doing my job, and that's the important part, and that's where we'll get the most success. So that's the focus. So again, love winning. I'm a competitor, but it's really dependent on the development of the player and the team. All right. With that, training will still be competitive, right? Players will have to battle for playing time. I will personally never punish a player via playing time. For instance, if Cody couldn't show up to training on Monday, well, I'm not going to play him on the weekend. No. There's nothing like that. He may not start because Cody wasn't there Monday and James was, and he's done well. James did well throughout the whole week, and now I want to start James. Maybe. But, again, I won't punish a player's playing time just because of something that happened, right? Now, there are some extreme cases where that can happen. I don't think I'll have a problem with anybody on this team, so I'm not worried about that at all. But you need to be aware it is competitive. The good thing with that is it's week by week, right? If Johnny was doing well the first 3 weeks, but then kind of falls off a little bit, maybe Kyle comes in and now he's a starter, right? But it's by week evaluations, right? If I think Kyle, who didn't start the first 5 weeks, wow, is really showing some stuff by the 6th week, hey, I'm gonna give Kyle a shot, start him, absolutely. And that's fun, and it's also good because it gives a player a motivation and a purpose, and it really tells the player that, hey, the coach doesn't play favorites. He's just looking with a professional perspective, just like the pros do. If a player's training properly, he's looking good in training, he's going to start. If a starter's not looking good in training, well, he might not start. Right? Everything we do here is professional. So it is competitive. Also, playing time is not equal. Okay, and obviously I just explained the reason why. Additional reasons can be for development, or maybe playing time is not equal because we're in the championship game of such and such a tournament, and my starter James is not doing so well, right? But Kyle, who's a backup, is doing well. Well, if I need to win, I got to keep Kyle in there, right? Um, but that's only in cases like championship games or need to win. So, but you don't have to worry about that. I'll do my best to develop kids and give them as close equal playing time as possible. So. All right, personal philosophy as a coach. Really simple for me. I just kind of a 3-point philosophy. The number one is work hard, and that's followed by number two, respect the game. Okay, I believe if you work hard, all right, you automatically will respect the game. All right, and the third one is have fun. If I come to training with a focus to work hard, right, I'm going to automatically respect my teammates, my coaches, people around me, maybe fans who are watching, whether that's in the game or in training, right? Um, and the have fun part is from those things, working hard and respecting the game, right? It's going to be an enjoyable time. For instance, if we're doing a passing exercise and we're lazy about it, going through the motions, it's not going to be really fun for me as a coach. I don't think it's going to be really fun for the player as well. But if we're working hard, all right, and we're doing that passing pattern to a very high velocity or a very high skill level, and we're actually excelling and completing it, that's going to be really fun, right? We're getting something done. We have a purpose. We're accomplishing. That will be fun. So I expect players to show up with that mentality to work hard and to respect me as a coach, respect players around them. And I promise if those two things are in place, we will have fun. Now, on the flip side of that, I'm not a stickler, right? I love the personalities of the kids. I can't wait to get to know them. There's going to be some funny kids on the team. There might be a tournament we go to that, we roll up the go-karts and just have fun. There's going to be moments like that. There's going to be moments where we're all laughing together as a team. Someone cracks a joke. Totally awesome. And that's the other side of fun, right? Don't get that confused with, all right, we're just going to go out and have PK shootout all the time. That's not really the fun we're looking at, right? So if that makes sense. If it doesn't, email me or text me or call me. Subpoints with my philosophy. I love character training. I love giving players tools for life. I think the game of soccer really relates to the game of life. I think coaches say it all the time, right? What a player does in school, the grades he's getting, right, should reflect on the field. If a player shows up with his bag unzipped, his shoes untied, his shirt untucked, and he comes to me, he's like, all right, I'm ready, coach. I don't think you're ready, right? You passed that white line, and whatever you're doing past on the other side of the white line, it's not translating very well to the game. So I really believe that life and soccer really go hand in hand. And if I'm able to give a player a particular tool in the game, I believe it's going to translate into life. For instance, determination, right? You're determined to accomplish or get to train at such a high level, a hard skill, right? When they go into life in a work environment and they have something in front of them, well, now they're determined to do that skill and get it completed, and they have the confidence to know they can do it because they've done it in soccer. So, not just really cool because kids' personalities come out really quickly when things like that come in the way. So, all right. So that's coaching philosophy. Sorry if I stumbled over that a little bit. Hopefully that was clear. Again, if you have any questions or suggestions or whatever, email, text, or call. One more thing I want to add before I leave. I think someone asked a question. Hey, what's your coaching philosophy or coaching style during a game? Like, what do you do? Do you stand up? Do you sit down? And I'll answer that question by saying this. I like to give the players confidence in the game. I'm not a narrator. I'm not going to stand up and yap the whole time. One, it's exhausting. Two, it's just not professional. And three, it doesn't help anybody. That's what I believe. I believe I can talk to the players before the game, at halftime and at the end. And I want the players to be empowered on the field to try new things, to try what they've been doing in training, to learn from their mistakes. And I think those are all good things. I also believe if I'm standing up and yapping the whole time, whatever I'm doing, the player's going to do, right? Like monkey see, monkey do. If I'm feeling anxiety, my players are going to know that, and they're going to feel anxiety, so they're going to feel less confident. But if I sit my butt down, right, and we're down 1-0, well, I'm telling my players, look, it's okay. We're fine. Let's find ourselves, and we'll just keep working hard, right? So that's kind of my style. Now, again, I'll stand up and I'll organize. I'll stand up if I need to yell at somebody. I yell at somebody. Doesn't mean I'm mute during the game, but I do like to empower the players in what they're doing. So, all right, moving on. Let's go to player expectations. All right, probably the fundamental thing for a player is to be committed to the team as well as parents. Right, you all have to be committed, whether that's team fees, whether that's training, games. Right, this is a classic level soccer. It is intense. It demands your commitment. I think we all know that. That's why you're here. You went through a rigorous tryout process, and you all made it. So I think we should be on a somewhat marginal level committed to what we're doing here. Also, the players are expected to wear only NCFC gear, whether that's games or training. The training gear is going to be gray top, I think similar like this, red shorts and red socks. That's what I got. That's what I've been told. I don't know if that's going to change. But so far, that's all I know. So I'm just going to go with that. The code of conduct for a player, obviously, is to respect parents, respect me as a coach, respect officials, respect their teammates. Player code of conduct is going to be developed within our team, right? I already established a little bit, right? Work hard, respect the game, have fun. So they'll be held to high standards for sure. I'm a push-up guy. I believe push-ups get you stronger, so I can discipline players with push-ups. I hate doing running, but if we have to run, we'll run. I will never punish a player. I will never punish a player. I will discipline, but I'll never punish a player. I hope you all know the difference between that. So, please, 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 and this is for parents and the player expectation, please contact me if you're not going to be at a training or a game. Things will be okay if you do that. If you do not contact me, things won't be okay. So please, tell me. I know life happens, schedule happens. That's okay. Just let me know. You can text me, you can email me, no problem. If you email the manager, that's not good enough. If you email the manager or text the manager, you gotta have to email and text me, right? You can come up to me after training. A player can come up to me, hey coach, I'm not gonna be here next week. Yeah, okay, that's great. Now I have awareness, but please text me. I'll tell the player, please text me anyway so that I remember, right? I'm not going home and say, okay, Joey's not gonna be there on Monday. No, this is just a day-to-day thing. So just communicate. Over communicate if you need to, and everything will be okay. If you need my phone number, it's on TeamSnap, so you can and my email's there as well, so you can contact me that way. Let's see, email is going to be the response rate for email is going to be 1 to 3 days. The response for text message a day, depending on the content. And then phone call will probably be the quickest unless I don't answer. So there you go. All right. So if you have any questions for that, please let me know. All right. Parents' roles and responsibilities. We love this one. This is the best. Just kidding. All right, parents. All right. You have to be 50 yards from the sideline. Just kidding. Okay. All right. The first one let's go over is the 24-hour rule. I love this rule not because you can't talk to me after a game or training. It's good because it helps both of us. It really does. It helps you as parents, and it helps me as a coach. The 24-hour rule is a cool-off period where you can't contact me by phone, text, or email about training or about a game, right? Or something with your kid, or incident that happened. For instance, if we have weekend games, let's say we have a game Saturday and a game Sunday. Well, you can't talk to me about the game on Saturday until Monday, right? And then you can't talk to me about the game on Sunday until Tuesday, roughly, right? Um, and again, that just helps if there's a situation. It helps me cool off and collect my thoughts. It helps you cool off, so we don't make, more Taylor Swift songs. We don't want that to happen. She's got enough of those already. Um, and it really makes a more productive conversation. Now, I'm not communicating. I'm not approachable. Please, I'm open. I'm approachable. Come talk to me about the game, but you can't pull me off one-on-one and say, hey, I didn't like this, I don't like your coaching style. No, you can't talk to me about that game until 24 hours later. Okay? All right. Parents are also, obviously, you guys are expected to be supportive of the coach, the manager, the treasurer, and the players. I know y'all will do that very well. I'm not scared or nervous about it. This looks like a great group of people, and I'm looking forward to it. But just to make it more obvious, please be supportive of our managers and treasurers, because they do a lot of work. They do the parent role plus some. Please be supportive of them in their roles, because they are serving our team. Next, please be respectful of the referees. Your child is watching you as well as I am. We're both watching you. It doesn't help that you are getting into it with the ref. It doesn't help me as a coach. It doesn't help the players, just play their game. And it doesn't help the whole environment. Okay. Now, if you have to say something, go walk away to your car, into the woods, say it, and then you come back. No problem. That's good. We don't want to get to a point where I show you a yellow card, for lack of a better metaphor, and then you're on a caution, and you do it again. I got to show you a red card, and I don't allow you to come to a game. Right? We don't want that to happen. Again, don't think that's going to happen. This group looks fantastic, so we should be all right there. But again, let the referee do his job. Let me do my job. Let the players play. Also on the sideline, please, and I can't be more clear to this, do not coach your son. Please. You can encourage all you want. Encourage, bring little noisemaker stuff, unless you're going to be excessive with it. Say, come on guys, let's go. Yeah, you're doing good. Do that. But do not coach your player, right? Because it's not a power thing, it's an understanding. If I tell Joey, hey, Joey, first half, you're dribbling a lot. Hey, I want you to be a two-touch player now. I want to control the ball. I want you to pass the ball and then move, right? I'm coaching Joey, and I'm telling him one thing. And then he goes on the field, and dad or mom looks and says, oh, Joey's not dribbling anymore. Like, come on, Joey, dribble. And now you're trying to coach Joey to dribble. That's not going to work, right? Because, one, Joey's going to get frustrated that you're telling him something when I'm telling him something else. He's going to shut down mentally, or he's going to lose confidence, or he's just going to turn around to you and tell you to shut up. So probably better if you just don't say anything. Also, I coach players developmentally, right? So there might be some confusion with what I'm telling a player to do. It might not look like how Joey grew up playing. That's because I see something else, and there's a different tool I want to give to him. Also, I will coach the players and teams within the team. So, Joey's role on the team might not be to dribble everybody anymore. His job is to receive the ball and pass the ball. And that's just how development goes. So let me do my job, and everything will be okay. All right? But again, encourage all you want. And one more note I want to say about encouragement. Hey, You can encourage, celebrate, clap for the players, tell them let's go. But please, 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 do not encourage a big boot, a big kick, or a big tackle. Okay? It's not football. We're not trying to kick the ball as far as we can. We're not trying to tackle people as hard as we can. And it's not a competition. Whoever can kick it farther. Okay? We're playing soccer. All right? Recreation. You can clap and encourage a big boot. Okay? Woohoo! Big boot. Nice big boot. Not here. This is classic. All right. We should be okay there. I hope we have a good understanding. All right. All right. Moving on. All right. Player evaluation. So within the classic program, NCFC, we do mid-season evaluations as well as end-of-season evaluation. There will be 2 per year, so a mid-season and an end of evaluation. The end of the season evaluation will also include a one-on-one conversation face-to-face with me. So we'll go to a particular place. You'll schedule, get yourself on the schedule. You meet with me. We can talk about the season. We can talk about where your son is. We'll talk about the evaluation, something that I didn't communicate or was confusing. No problem. We'll talk about that. Those are always usually productive times. So altogether, you should have 4 of those, right? So 2 in the spring, 2 in the fall and 2 in the spring. So those are good tools to bring also to a one-on-one personal training coach that you do, or to peak. You say, hey, look, I need to work on agility. Can you help me with agility? Perfect. Now you know what you need to work on. You know what you need to get better at. Okay. So there's player evaluations. Let's see. All right. Moving on to the line of communication. If there is anything that you just don't want to talk to me about, or you're disappointed, or like, hey, I don't want to talk to Coach Keaton, the next person you need to talk to is the age group director, which is David Rodriguez. He's the boys director of all the teams between 11 and 14. If you don't want to talk to him about anything or something that's on your mind, then you can talk to the region director, which is Rich Flam. And then above him is the director of Classic, Dan Popick. Again, if you don't want to talk to Dan, you can talk to Paul, which is director of soccer. Paul is the last line of communication. If you need their email, contact, phone number, anytime during the season, just email me. Even if there's something between us, don't worry, I'm not going to withhold his email just because I'm upset. I'll give it to you. You can go do your thing, no problem. Okay, so you have that free. All right. So, I think you all know already, but our team manager and treasurers for the 06 is Shannon and Angela, and then for the 04s is Ginger and Wiz, aka Liz. Just please, again, respond to all their communications, whether that's an email or something they're asking you. Don't wait till the last minute there. Again, be supportive of them. They're doing a lot for this team. So please, please, please respond to what they ask for. There's nothing that goes behind the scene in regards to team decisions or player decisions and stuff on the field. That's all of me. Like, I'm not calling up Ginger and saying, hey, let's go meet at Starbucks. We can talk about X and X play, or talk about Joey because he's not doing it. No, we don't do that. Okay, and that doesn't even happen on in the coaching circle, right? Hey, they're doing their job of manager and treasurer. That's it. And I'm doing my job as a coach. So just for you to know that, you're not thinking there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. All right. So this video right here is one preseason meeting. This does not include the additional 3 we'll have in the fall and the spring. So we'll have 3 altogether, right? One in the beginning of the season, mid-season, and end of season. That's just a way for us to connect as coaching, as a team, parent. Give you an update. You can ask questions about me, and you can ask how the boys doing, what do you think, It's a good way just to keep updated and keep making sure I'm interacting with you guys and being supportive in that way as well. So those meetings will usually be communicated after a game. That's usually when a lot of people or parents are there, and it's just easy, 5 to 10 minutes sometimes. So it's not a whole, not a very long meeting at all. All right. Uniform sizes, talking to managers, that's still not out yet. The NCFC is still working on that, but I believe the sizing event is over with at Crabtree though. No, I'm not sure. But the ordering stuff is coming up. Just be aware on your emails when all that's sent out, and you can go ahead and start ordering. Everybody should have their jersey number by now. Hopefully that's taken care of for both teams. If not, shoot either myself or any of the managers your number that you want within our range, and we will write that down. So, all right, I think that is it. The last section I have here is just paperwork stuff that I believe everybody has gotten in already. If not, the managers will chase you down like a hound dog to get that. So I'm not worried about that at all. All right, if you have any questions, again, email, text, phone call. I'll try to answer them as best as possible. I hope this video was helpful, and those people who weren't there, who are out of town, now feel up to date, included, and rolling with everybody else. All right, I'm excited for this season, looking forward to it. Stay on your emails for more information as we get things solidified and rolling. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.